evening, I'm Gloria, and welcome to Blitz Brief TV, where we bring you the latest updates with in-depth analysis. Our top story tonight revolves around a significant judicial decision impacting the political landscape in Rivers State. The spokesperson for the coalition of a group of House of Representatives members known as the G60 lawmakers, Ikenga Imoyugo Kinier, has issued a response to a recent court ruling. This judgment concerns the status of 25 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly who had defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress, or APC. In a unanimous decision rendered by a three-man panel of justices, the appellate court vacated the earlier order that had effectively sacked these lawmakers. The Rivers High Court, which had originally issued this order, was deemed to have lacked the necessary jurisdiction. Leading the appeal were the lawmakers themselves, spearheaded by the embattled Speaker of the Rivers Assembly, Martin Amewo. The Court of Appeals sitting in Abuja has set aside the restraining order from the Rivers High Court. This order had previously prevented the 25 Assembly members who allegedly switched allegiance from the People's Democratic Party, or PDP, to the APC from continuing their legislative duties. The appellate court's decision is not just a legal victory for the defected lawmakers but also a significant development in the ongoing political tussles within Rivers State. As it stands, these legislators are now free to resume their roles and legislative activities without further legal hindrances.
Good afternoon, all. We are here live based on the issue that is going on in Rivers State. Thank you very much.
Great to have you guys within a short period of time, and we apologize for starting late. It was supposed to be at 3 p.m. We apologize for that. We are here in reaction to the judgment that has just been delivered in Rivers State by the appeal court, and to clear some of the misgiving and propaganda that is flying around. The summary and implication of what happened today is that the 27 lawmakers remain sacked. Their seat remains vacant as appeal court didn't decide on the legality of their decampment and declaration of their seat vacant. Appeal court didn't today void the declaration. They did not void the declaration of the seat of the 27 pro-Wike lawmakers. Now, I need to take people a little bit back. The subject matter before the appeal court that was decided was mainly on issue of jurisdiction on the interlocutory injunction that was obtained by the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Okejumbo. The appeal court feels in its wisdom that issues surrounding the cabinet, that the right court that have jurisdiction is the Federal High Court. And on that side, he set aside the proceedings of the Rivers State House of Assembly. And there was no order on any action or any issue. So the implication of this is very simple. No court in Nigeria till today have decided on the legality or illegality of the decampment, that have given a final judgment on the issue of decampment. The implication of that is that the votes and proceedings of the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by the then Speaker, Edison Ehi, as of December 13, 2023 or thereabouts, which declared the seat of the 27 lawmakers, is still very valid. I have not been nullified by any court. The implication of that is that former Speaker Amoefla and his group of 27 are still up to this moment not members of the Rivers State House of Assembly until there is a contrary judgment or finality on that matter as we progress. Now, like I said before, and I will repeat, the pro-Wike 27 sacked lawmakers of the River State House of Assembly remains sacked. Their seat remains vacant, as appeal court didn't decide on the validity of their illegal decampment nor the declaration of their seats vacant. The appeal court focused today on declaring that the Federal High Court is the court with jurisdiction to decide on the issues that were earlier on brought before the River State High Court. The former Speaker, Edison Ehi, and late House of Assembly then, and the vote and proceedings that declared the seat of the 27 lawmakers vacant is still valid and is a subject of pending litigation in different federal high courts. Now, let us understand these facts very clear. What did the provision of Section 109(1)G say? The provision of Section 109(1)G of the 1999 Constitution as amended is very clear. It's an automatic provision because we need to understand what is in context. What are we fighting about? He said that a member shall vacate. The word there is shall, mandatory. Is a clause that is self-activatory. It activates itself. That a member shall vacate his seat in the House of Assembly if, being a person whose election to the House of Assembly was sponsored by a political party, he becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected. Is this confusing? Is it difficult? So the very moment that those 27 group of lawmakers, with their own mouth, say they have left the People's Democratic Party and joined another political party, without fulfilling the provision of 109(1)G, where he said, provided that his membership of the latter political party is not as a result of a division in the political party of which he was previously a member, or of a merger of two or more political parties, or factions by one of which was previously sponsored. So, at the moment they left, there was no merger. At the moment they left, there was no division. So that very moment you left, your seat automatically became vacant because it was very clear that that seat, a member shall vacate his seat in the House, being a member, being a person whose election to the House of Assembly was sponsored by a political party, he becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected. So the 27 of them were not members of that assembly. And what was left in that assembly was what was then led by ADC, which sat and also had a proceedings on December 13, 2023, and declared those seats vacant. That declaration is still valid and have not been voided by any court. Today's judgment was on the issue of jurisdiction on the interlocutory order of the ongoing proceedings in the River State High Court. That has not returned anybody as a lawmaker. Because if somebody is trying or thinking that he can use this to start causing commotion, I will urge the Rivers people to stand firm and resist that person. Now, it's very important I draw your attention to this also. That going by the letter that was written to INEC then, which was very clear, he said, notice of vacancies in the River State House of Assembly, portion to section 109(1)G and 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and request for conduct of fresh election in the 25 state constituency in the River State House of Assembly. I write to formally bring to your notice vacancies in the seat of the underlisted constituency and membership, portion to section 109(1)G of the Constitution. The underlisted members who represented the respective constituency indicated against their name, jointly and severally decamped from the PDP, under whose platform they were elected, to the APC on the 11th day of December 2023. As a result, and in accordance with section 109(2) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and by the resolution of the House of Assembly at the 9th legislative sitting of the River State House of Assembly held on Wednesday, 13th day of December 2023, their seats were declared vacant. Consequently, I write on behalf of the Rivers State House of Assembly to kindly request for a by-election to be conducted to fill the vacant seat in the Rivers State House of Assembly. The vacant seat and former members are Tony Williams Queen Owa Ahoda East, Honorable Abe Peter Enemenye, Derima State Constituency, John Dominic Derima, Abuja State Constituency, Jack Major, Akukotoro State Constituency, Honorable Christopher Andoni State Constituency, Honorable Tekari Wellington, Asori Toro State Constituency, George Eneni Abo, Asori Toro State Constituency 2, Honorable Isaiah Asoro Akukotoro State Constituency 2, Honorable Igwe Ofoji Eleme State Constituency, Emeji Justina, Emoha State Constituency, Amuka Obenechi, Eche State Constituency 1, Chimeze Christian, Eche State Constituency 2, Moa Dumel, Gokona State Constituency, Honorable Lemchi, Ikwere State Constituency, Honorable Bali, Kana State Constituency 1, Honorable Amewula Martins Chike, Obiakpo State Constituency 1, Honorable Amadi Emily Lucky, Obiakpo State Constituency 2, Honorable Nwabochi Franklin Uchenna, Ogbua Egbema Andoni State Constituency 1, Honorable Ezekwe Nkenjiki Ijeoma, Ogba Egbema Andoni State Constituency 2, Honorable David Okobiri Arnold, Ogu Obolo State Constituency, Honorable Nwankwo Sylvanus Enyinna, Amuma State Constituency, Honorable Foji Gerard, Oyibo State Constituency, Honorable Nwami Solomon, Port Harcourt State Constituency 1, Honorable Akwara Azaro, Port Harcourt State Constituency 3, Honorable Bernard Beredime, Tai State Constituency. Attach a copies of the audios, visual, and print evidence of their defection. Signed, Honorable Ehi Ogrenye Edison, then Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Now, the point I was trying to make by bringing this to your attention, this was communicated to INEC for the conduct of by-election, even though it's still surprising to us why INEC have not proceeded to conduct the by-election, because there is no judgment anywhere in Nigeria forbidding that. And also, I will draw your attention to the votes and proceedings of the 90th Legislative Day, being Wednesday, 13 December 2023, where the House adopted the vote and proceedings that declared the seat vacant. What point are we trying to make? That the seat of the 27 lawmakers have been declared vacant, and there's no judgment that have quashed that declaration of those seats vacant, and there's no court anywhere in Nigeria that have decided that they are cross-carpeting from PDP at the time there was no division to APC is legal. And let us be mindful of the conversation we're having in the public space. Are we not saying, because of the vaulting ambition of one man, that our constitutional democracy and constitutional march should be retarded? That somebody is fighting, and because of his desperation, he gets some young men in the House of Assembly to jump into another political party when there was no division, in their desperate way to force Fubara out of office unconstitutionally. And suddenly they realize the stupidity in their action. And then suddenly they are running around all courts in Nigeria, so that our court will say what? Our court will void those provisions of our constitution. Is that going to be a progress? That lawmakers can jump ship at any time they like and then remain in office, even when there is no prevailing need or reason for that. That is what we are fighting for. That is what this matter is all about. An attempt to undermine our constitutional march. And these are the things that led to crisis. If you remember those days, both in the Western Regional House of Assembly, so that even led to a crisis and military coup. This commotion, when people see simple truth, did they not decamp? Yes, they decamp. Did they not have a vote on proceeding back in it? Yes, there is. Did they not publicly say it? Yes, they did. Did they not file it in affidavit before Justice Omotosho and other Federal High Court judges that they left PDP as of December 2023? Why are you on a tree fighting to remain as members of the House of Assembly for the purpose of unconstitutionally removing a sitting governor? Because
this ruling could have wide-reaching implications for political alignments and legislative processes in Rivers State and beyond. The broader context of political defections and party loyalty within Nigerian politics remains a topic of intense debate and scrutiny. Stay tuned to Blitzbrief TV for more updates on this story as it develops. We'll keep you informed with all the latest news and expert insights.